guys? It's your boy Stevie G coming at you with another episode of the Seamless Garage Podcast. So let's get into it. Let's just get straight into the mess. Alright, so weekly podcast, right? Didn't exactly work out. We got 17 episodes in and then went on vacation, and after vacation it just fell apart. Had all kinds of crazy things happen, and it's just one of those things. So no excuses, just simply fell off, and it happens, man. So back on the wagon again. Let's get it going. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. It's just one of those things that happens, and sometimes you gotta take a break every now and then. I didn't necessarily need a break. I just got out of rhythm, and I'll explain that in a minute. But basically, just vacation and a couple of other things got in the way. There were some cars that I needed to do and get knocked out that weren't work related, that took up a lot of my extra time. And like I said, no excuses. Just didn't make it a priority because I was so tired at some points. Felt really good though. Let's just go ahead and break it down and recap. Felt really good about it. Those almost 3 weeks worth of videos, because it was very consistent. I was in a rhythm. I was going. I have all the topics, which I still have. I'm still going to go through the topics that I had written down. And was feeling really good about it, but all it takes is one little thing to trip you up. And I just want to mention that it's anything in life. You know what I'm saying? The gym or anything like that. One little thing can set you off. The key is to recognize that, get back on board, and get back going. So that's what I want to make a mental note about and learn my lesson about on that, is that, and maybe I can make a lesson out of this for you guys, is that you're gonna fall off the wagon. The point is to recognize that and get back on. So anyway, with that being said, after doing that little experiment, remember I was saying that we were going to go 25 days straight. We didn't quite make it there, but we got close. I got close. Not going to call it complete victory because I didn't completely finish it. But one thing I learned from that is that every day is just a little bit too much for me. I think I could do it. I think I definitely do. I mean, I did it for 17. Really, if you looked at it, it was more like 20 days straight, because I was cutting Sundays off. I was making it where Sundays were off, because I can't really upload a video here at home. I have to upload it somewhere else, and I can't access that place on Sundays. So that's why I wasn't uploading on Sundays. I can do it. It's just that I don't have any days in between, and so there's things that I want to do with these videos, and I noticed that all I was doing was recording the podcast, posting it and stuff, and I didn't have time to break it down because I had to record another one. And yeah, I could have recorded quite a few in a batch, and I did it a couple of times where I recorded 2 or 3 episodes at a time to go ahead and get ahead of it. But the video editing and all that stuff, it just added up, so it just seemed like a lot. And I know at the beginning it seemed like a lot anyway, right? It's like that's a big task, every day, especially if I don't have anybody helping me and stuff like that. It's just me editing and all that good stuff. What I want to do is we're going to break it down to 3 days a week. Okay, it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Definitely feasible. The cool thing about doing it on the daily showed me that I could do it. Okay, and now that I scale it back to just 3 days, I have no excuses, and I should really be able to get done what I want to get done. Because here's what I want to do. I want to be able to take those like this right now, this podcast. I want to be able to take it, chop it up into very nice points, 30-second, 60-second valid points, lessons, what have you, and whatever the topic is for the day. Split that up into a few different videos and put them on TikTok, put them on YouTube Shorts, just short little videos on Instagram, to get your brain going, get you, thinking about things, and maybe it's a little tip for you just to add some more content. You know, instead of it just being just a podcast episode, I can take that and make it into more content. That's the whole point. And I will be able to make better thumbnails, better I wouldn't call them advertisements, but just better eye catchers to bring you to the podcast. So that's just something I want to do. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, absolutely, without any questions, there will be a podcast released. Very feasible for me. It's definitely doable, and gonna stick to that plan. Discipline. That's what's key to me, is discipline. Discipline's gonna push us through. So on the other days, what's cool about that is that I feel like on YouTube it's weird to post 2 videos in a day, right? So I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do about videos at the shop? Because we haven't done one in a while, but definitely gonna get back on that. On the Talon, car shows, just different stuff like that in the shop. You know, what are we gonna do with that? And it would just be weird to upload 2 videos on a day. So these other days, like Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday, I can upload those videos. I can upload videos for that, and so it frees up some spots for that, for me to be creative in different ways as well. And so I'm just excited for that. Very excited for that. So the reason why I want to split it up in 3 days, like I was saying before, is I'm just trying to bring as much quality content as possible to you guys. That way you guys will get the most out of me, and it's not just a bunch of fluff. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the key here. That is really the point. So with that being said, let's just get on to the next thing that I've got. I just something that has occurred to me as well with the podcast thing is I think I'm going to pivot a little bit. I know that originally I had said this, but I ended up pivoting into something else. So originally with Seamless, what was it going to be? It was going to be documenting the process, helping out mechanics, technicians, stuff like that as well. But I've noticed that with the podcast recently, I've got to where really just kind of, giving tips, this and that, and I had a different plan. I had planned on doing some tips and how-tos and stuff when it comes to performance, out at Seamless Garage and working on modified cars and stuff. But I think I've decided against that. And let me lay that out for you. It's, what we're going to be documenting this stuff is the builds from start to finish, like with the Talon right now. That's, it's taking its time, but that's the reality of projects. Life hits you. That's not my full-time job now. If I was doing Seamless Garage full-time, and that's what I did, was modify cars, build cars, all that good stuff, then of course it's been all my time on the projects would get done way faster. But that's not how I make my main living, and I've got a lot of other stuff on my plate as well, so it takes its time, but it will get done. So, but builds start to finish, hopefully we'll have some other builds soon. Really looking forward to that, and if it's not anybody else's build, definitely be my other builds once the Talon's done. So I just want to kind of lay out Seamless. That's what we're doing. Build start to finish. And the thing with the performance and the modifying cars and stuff, which I love, but I'm not going to do how-tos. I'm not going to give advice or any of that, because I'm not a professional when it comes to that stuff by any means. I'm no expert when it comes to performance. I'm no expert when it comes to modifying bodies, body kits, all that good stuff. All the cool stuff that comes with your modified cars, making the car your own, I am not an expert in at any moment. I will consider myself a professional and an expert when it comes to automotive repair and diagnosis, troubleshooting, stuff like that, figuring out what's wrong with a car, fixing it, that type of deal. Sure, I'll call myself an expert on that. I really will. I feel like I can say that, okay? But when it comes to performance and modify, that's a totally different world. That's what makes it so great for me. Is it's very intriguing, because it's something that is sort of in my wheelhouse, but I haven't done yet, if that makes sense. I know a lot about it in theory in my head, and there's a lot of things that I can apply from my career and my knowledge base to get it done, without a doubt. But when it comes to the actual experience of the ins and outs of performance, modifying the vehicles, painting them, all that good stuff, I don't have it. So I don't want to give advice out on that. Instead, I'd rather just document that stuff. And when I learn something cool or figure out something, I will just document that. I won't say, this is how you do it. I'll just say, here's what I've learned, type of deal. I'm not trying to claim to be an expert by any means, but I will get there without a doubt. It's just a competitive side of me. It's just not even competitive. I don't know what you call it. I just always want to be the best that I can be at something. So that is the goal, is to get there. But in the meantime, in between time, the only how-tos and explanations and pro tips and all that good stuff is going to be related to mechanics or technicians doing automotive repair and stuff like that, because that's what I know. That's my wheelhouse. That's my bread and butter. So that's the only time I'm going to give advice and tips and stuff on that kind of stuff. It will not be on performance or modified cars. So I just wanted to clear that up, because I think some people out there were maybe saying that I'm like a self-proclaimed performance guru and this and that is not the case at all. I'm just simply documenting the process, the beginning of Seamless. I mean, we started videoing this before the shop was even cleaned out. Go back and check those videos out, by the way, if you haven't, on our YouTube channel. It's like one of the first videos. But I just want to document the whole process, because we're not here for a year. We're here for a long time. We're here for a long time. So starting the process now, it'll be great to look back and just see where we came from, you know. And eventually we will get to that point where I'll give tips on performance and all that good stuff, and you'll see dyno runs and all that good stuff. That's all coming. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We're going to take it day by day, and we're going to do it this way. But that's going to be enough rambling on for me today. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a look into my mind and what I've got on my mind, and you know, just give you guys a heads up on what the schedule is going to look like from here on out. So anyway, we will see you on the next episode. Really appreciate it. If you would like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and if you're on any of the podcast platforms, please follow us. Leave a review if you would, and let us know what you want to see. What's next? Do you think it's a good idea for us to change it up like that? I really want to know what kind of value I can bring to you guys. So please comment, let me know, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Later.